흩어진 미로 속에 우린 저벽 넘어서로 볼 수 없지만 Turn it up, turn it up 네 마음을 들려줘요 It's running time, yeah 내 손을 잡아요 달려가는 달려가는 높이 저 멀리 달려가는 높이 저 멀리 돌아보지 않아 정말 원하고만 하고 있다면 날아가서 하늘 끝까지 날아가서 하늘 끝까지 이 날개를 펴고 alright yeah running run till the end
Hey, YouTube! It's me, Jason number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, and I'm here for my brand new Bachmann video. And yes, it's all about my own custom models. And yeah, I kinda remade them myself, of course. Well, yeah. And I would really like to explain all and tell you all, and of course how I made them. I got a few rolling stock and a few locomotives that don't work no more and not running properly. And yeah, I am working on the wazoo for a sec. And also to make up for the last episode that I haven't completely finished yet. But I will be soon enough. And I'll let you know in the comments down below while I'm uploading this video. But in that case, I enjoyed watching the show. And hope you might had a good Halloween. Might did you have a good Thanksgiving. So therefore, just enjoy seeing my own custom models. And you're about to see my very first custom models that I ever created. And yes, they're all running smoothly. Enjoy. Today I'm going to ask you about my first custom model that I ever created, and that would be Edward's branch line coaches. Yes, I kinda don't usually remember remaking them, but I did make them. Of course, in case you don't remember through the other episodes, I did customize those blue passenger coaches. There used to be red open wagons that I exactly made myself. I bought them out of from a hobby shop, and of course I got the open wagons just for Rosie to, well, for her own coaches. And as for the blue, for these red ones, I opened these coaches for Edward, because I think he deserves to have his own coaches since he never did got any in the TV series. So on his own branch line duties, I did give Edward his own very own passenger coaches for him to run. And of course, yes, these coaches are real blue and not easy to be painted over, but I'm proud of them. Until then, of course, I really did paint them blue myself, and I really am proud of them. Yeah. Of course, I wish I could say the same for the layout that keeps well, yeah, I just keep getting filthy, but they still work. And now for my next custom model that I want to tell you about. I don't know you remember his name, but I know that you're a Thomas fan. And this character has been seen since season 6, I think. And this here is S.C.Ruffy or Scruffy. Well, the new version of Scruffy, actually. Yes, this was the old Scruffy model I had for a long time before. But I recustomized it into a scrap car. Well, him to a scrap car. Yeah, I'm kind of making I'm still planning to make a Bachmann Thomas and Friends movie up ahead. And of course, yeah, somewhere someday further up in the future. But I also decided to make Scruffy at the beginning to see how he used to look. I admit, this is the old Scruffy model that I had for a very long time. And I also got it for Christmas years back. But I bought a new Scruffy to replace it while I remake this one. Some of them are the junk that I had over a few at a time since I picked up since I was a little kid. And the wheels on the top, those were from one of my old Thomas models that don't work no more. And I think it makes a pretty good scrap car for Scruffy. I even painted down all over his body, including his face, that makes him more convincing, like he's been dirty. And yeah, it looks pretty rare. It's the same idea that I got from watching a few Bachmann videos of their custom models. And yeah, it ran smoothly with his new chassis. And believe me, not easy trying to remove that off off of that one. The old one is pretty tough to be removed, I tell ya. And yeah, I'm pretty much proud of this model, and I just made it this year. And it's pretty useful too. Hope he won't fall apart like the other trucks in those other fan-made Thomas films. And now for these two, Annie and Clarabelle. Yeah, their chassis are a bit dragging low on the wheels. Well, one of them is, and they're not quite finished yet, but I just want to show them to you. These are the coaches that will be shown in the Thomas and Friends film. Wow, how they used to look. Even before Thomas had gotten them as their own branch line coaches. His own branch line coaches, I mean. And of course, they're not really quite ready to be run on the layout yet. I kind of need the chassis for those two coaches. And I gotta need to replace their old ones for new ones. But I will take care of it soon enough in the future somewhere. Someday I will. And of course, I did filthy them up just like I did to Scruffy, just to make them more convincing that they haven't been cleaned for years. And just to be honest, they do look like the filthy Annie and Clarabelle somewhere back in season 6. Well, Lady Hat prefers to hat these coaches as beach huts. Not really grand for that. They won't like that much, actually. And of course, my very last and great model that I created, one that I could be proud of. That would be Bachmann Bruno. That's right. I knew I could make a Bachmann Bruno HO scale layout, HO scale custom someday. And I did. It's since summer. Of course. It's not easy trying to make the wheels for Bruno, and not easy trying to make them run in the same size as the HO coaches. But I did manage to got the scale on the right track. And I add a few of the those yellow sticky taps that I use to stick on and to hold others, including some posters and stuff. But I use them as Bruno's chassis instead, and also on his couplings. I did shave off the wheels by taking them off, and I did try to scrape off the, you got the point. And it's not really easy trying to customize it, but I got it all done. And it ran pretty smoothly too. Almost. I had to use some of the Bachmann chassis from one of my Bachmann cars just to make it more like the one on a TV series. And it's not really easy, I tell you. And I'll just gonna have to replace one of the chassis for one of my Bachmann cars someday, as soon as I buy a new one. I haven't gone back to a hobby shop for at least almost, 2 months. In 2 months, actually. Too busy saving money for food and other stuff. But don't worry, I got a job now, and I'll be working in it in no time. Till then, I want you to take a good look at this Bachmann Brewster. And while you look at it, right after it's done, I like you to see all my Bachmann trains run smoothly with their own, rolling stocks, actually. See how well they run. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry I can't make this film longer, but I just want you to see how well and useful they are on a railroad. Of course, I could show you some of my other freight cars and coaches that are not from Thomas and Friends. I'm not talking about the hook and loop Hornby ones, actually. And I would tell you about I customized them that as well, but not much really. Well, I really hope you really enjoyed seeing them, and I do hope you might put a like on it as well. So you're free to put a comment as well, and subscribe if you're new to this channel for more Bachmann trains. but I'm not sure I might bring them up in the future next year, but I will soon enough. And I will be very much careful for my channel to be sure that I won't go for another era again. Till then, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. And I wish you all farewell, and see you in the week after the next. And I hope you enjoy my new copyrightless A and B next week. Till then, thank you so much for watching, and see you soon. Bye-bye, YouTube. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like my trains. See ya! JC number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.